Hello beautiful people. Today I'm coming to you from the beautiful Kangaroo Valley in New South Wales. It's just a divinely pristine day here today. It is beautiful, and I thought I'm just going to share the first little couple of pages of the first chapter of my new book, The Dictionary of Lost Words. And I'm going to read you the back cover, but first of all I'm going to read the first chapter, or just like the first couple of pages from the chapter, because I think that will be a better way to start. I also wondered whether anyone else writes their name in the front of their books when they get them, because I've noticed that it's something that I do quite a lot, and I've actually done it in all my books. I write my name and then I write the year. Sometimes I'll write whereabouts I've bought it from as well, if I feel like it's relevant. So anyways, back to the book. The Dictionary of Lost Words is written by Pip Williams, and it was written in 2020. So it's a relatively new read, and I was just absolutely taken by it as soon as I read the back cover. So let's take it away with a short reading from part 1, which is set in 1887 to 1896. And then it has just a range of the words from batten to distrustful. So, May 1887. Scriptorium. It sounds as if it might have been a grand building, where the lightest footstep would echo between marble floor and gilded dome. But it was just a shed in the back garden of a house in Oxford. Instead of storing shovels and rakes, the shed stored words. Every word in the English language was written on a slip of paper the size of a postcard. Volunteers posted them from all over the world, and they were kept in bundles in the hundreds of pigeonholes that lined the shed walls. Dr. Murray was the one who named it the Scriptorium. He must have thought it an indignity for the English language to be stored in a garden shed. But everyone who worked there called it the Scrippy. Everyone but me. I liked the feel of Scriptorium as it moved around my mouth and landed softly between my lips. It took me a long time to learn to say it, and when I finally did, nothing else would do. Dar once helped me search the pigeonholes for Scriptorium. We found 5 slips with examples of how the word had been used, each quotation dating back a little more than 100 years. All of them were more or less the same, and none of them referred to a shed in the back garden of a house in Oxford. A scriptorium, the slips told me, was a writing room in a monastery. But I understood why Dr. Murray had chosen it. He and his assistants were a little like monks, and when I was 5, it was easy to imagine the dictionary as their holy book. When Dr. Murray told me it would take a lifetime to compile all the words, I wondered whose. His hair was already as grey as ash, and they were only halfway through B. So that is the first couple of pages, and I'll read you the back cover as well in case you haven't heard of this book, because this is essentially what drew me in, and I just love the originality of this book already. So I'll read you just the bit on the back that summarises what this book is about. In 1901, the word bondmaid was discovered missing from the Oxford English Dictionary. This is a story of the girl who stole it. Motherless and irrepressibly curious, Esme spends her childhood in the Scriptorium, a garden shed in Oxford, where her father and a team of lexicographers are gathering words for the very first Oxford English Dictionary. Esme's place is beneath the sorting table, unseen and unheard. One day, she sees a slip containing the word bondmaid flutter to the floor unclaimed. Esme seizes the word and hides it in an old wooden trunk that belongs to her friend Lizzie, a young servant in the big house. Esme begins to collect other words from the Scriptorium that are misplaced, discarded, or have been neglected by the dictionary men. They help her make sense of the world. Over time, Esme realizes that some words are considered more important than others, and that words and meanings relating to women's experiences often go unrecorded. She begins to collect words for another dictionary, the Dictionary of Lost Words. So, this book was actually set when the women's suffrage movement was at its height, and also around the time of the Great War as well. So, an important book historically as well, as if the curiosity of the actual the summary of the book wasn't enough. So I'm really looking forward to this one. It's called the Dictionary of Lost Words. I'm really keen on hearing from any of you who may have read it already, or who might also be reading it, and maybe we can share experiences as we read through it. So that's what I'm reading at the moment, from the beautiful Kangaroo Valley. I'll just show you, if you're still here watching, I'll just show you a little sneak of where I am. So I'm up in a place called the Upper Kangaroo Valley Road. It's like up the Kangaroo Valley River, and I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm sort of like surrounded by bush, and then the river is just beyond the bush. There's a little road here, and then you can see the towering escarpment as well. It's a very, very beautiful spiritual place here. It's a great place to read books. Sometimes I just escape here for a few hours, and it just refreshes my mind, and I also get the chance to read a few pages of whatever I'm reading as well. So and the benefit is of where I come to, because I sort of come a little bit out of town. I'm not near the township at the moment. I'm about 20 minutes up the river, and the best thing is that there's no connection. So I can do this video, but there's no Wi-Fi, there's no phone reception. It's just basically me and my yoga mat and my books, basically. So yeah, it's a really special place, and it's a place that I just choose to come to from time and time again. So let me know what you think about the reading, and if anyone else is reading the Dictionary of Lost Words or any other interesting books that you might want to share, please reach out and do so. Until next time,